Hey, yo, Drake fans, it's gonna be a long year for y'all, gang.
Hey, Kendrick just opened his mouth. Someone go hand him a Grammy right now.
Not like us, Kendrick Lamar.
What's up with it?
Ain't no love boy, you ball boy, fresh Gatorade or something.
I've been thinking about a guest performance. That's how you know it.
What? Big as the Super Bowl, but the suit.
Yeah, that song.
So at this point, I'm not really sure what's gonna happen next. And I don't doubt that Kendrick can really do anything that he really wants to do at this point. The world is like in his hand. He can just do whatever he wants. And I know some people are gonna look at that and maybe say, that's glaze. That's not me glazing. That is literally me just calling out facts. And I'm going back and I'm trying to figure out, like, what else did he mention? What else did he say that he's then gonna show and prove in the future? Now, today's news in this never-ending Kendrick Lamar saga is that Kendrick Lamar is Chanel's newest brand ambassador. Now, that shouldn't really come as a surprise to anybody because Kenny has really been kind of high fashion for a while. Like, I think we actually seen him at I actually think we seen him performing N95 at Louis Vuitton. Now, I thought this was Balenciaga in the beginning, and y'all can like let me know if I'm wrong. I'm actually happy he hasn't done anything with Balenciaga. I've never seen him in Balenciaga, but let me know in the comments if you guys have seen him in Balenciaga. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is, if you know, you know. When it comes to Balenciaga, it's weird over there, gang. So like I said, I thought this was Balenciaga at first, but I went back and I looked at it, and it is actually it is Louis Vuitton. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at that.
Take 10 steps, take off the flex and the white lies. Take off the weird ass jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps and I'm taking off top 5. Take off the fabricate
So
streams and the
even here, bro, my man is rocking the Jesus diamond encrusted Jesus halo of thorns at the Louis Vuitton show back then. And we've seen him kind of dabble in different types of style choices and the bell-bottom jeans, which we're going to get into. I got a real theory about that too. We're not going to cover it in this video, but we definitely going to cover it in another one. But Kenny been high fashion for a minute. So let's kind of dive into the details of what's going on here, man. So Kendrick Lamar is Chanel's newest brand ambassador. The French luxury house also taps Kendrick as their face of its eyewear division, which is actually dope because we've seen him doing the dark shades here for a while. So I can see how the influence is gonna probably push a lot of people into that Chanel eyewear. If Kendrick is wearing it, you're gonna have a lot of people wanting to wear this too. So Kendrick Lamar has been announced as Chanel's latest brand ambassador and face of its eyewear. The American artist, who is the first and only rapper to win a Pulitzer Prize, is slated to launch his partnership with Chanel within a new eyewear campaign slated to be rolled out later this week. So this has been kind of going on behind the scenes already. It should be rolling out here soon, which is why I say, again, it's going to be a long year for y'all, man, because we just in April. We got Gatorade. We got Chanel. And at this point, bro, like, is Buick still a thing? Like, is Buick still like actively? Because if Buick is still a thing, bro, listen, I had a brain melt because I'm thinking like, yo, if Buick is still around, the GNX is out. At this point, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if they released like a Kendrick Lamar edition GNX. Like, y'all know what the GNX means to the car community, the racing community, one of the fastest cars ever, American cars ever made. So at this point, if Buick is smart, I'm calling it. Y'all reach out to Kendrick and say, let's do a Kendrick Lamar GNX and see what that does. Because I can imagine the car lovers would definitely go out and cop a GNX just because Kendrick was mentioning it. So we continue. His relationship with the House of Chanel began in 2023 when he attended the Met Gala, which celebrated Karl Lagerfeld. I don't know who that is, so let me know if y'all know who that is in the comments. At the Met, he wore a custom quilted leather bomber by then creative director Virginie Viard. Chanel later tapped Kendrick Lamar and Free for their January 2024 Haute Couture show to design their set to include an illuminated Chanel medallion and a short film titled The Button. I have never seen any of this. We might have to tap into that. While it has been rare for Chanel to include menswear to its ready-to-wear, they have signed on a handful of male ambassadors, including Korean singer G-Dragon, Timothy Chalamet, and more. Wow. So even that though, right? Like Timothy Chalamet and Kendrick did an interview, which at the time we are like, yo, why are they doing this interview together? It seems like a real weird pairing, but the interview was kind of dope. It was super chill. It wasn't very long. But then to see that Timothy Chalamet is also a Chanel ambassador kind of shows you that where the links and weaves are, man. It's all intertwined and everything means something for sure. So Kendrick's debut eyewear campaign is said to be shot by Karim Sadli. Hopefully I'm saying that right. In a statement regarding Chanel, Kendrick said, Chanel has a timeless legacy, and that is always something I can get behind. Since they don't make clothes for men, I knew it would have to be glasses. Chanel fashion president Bruno Pavlovsky said, we strongly believe in eyewear and its potential. So look, they don't make men's clothes. How do we get the men involved? Tap Kendrick. Let's tap Kendrick on the shoulder and say, hey man, listen, we're missing out on a whole demographic here. You can be the bridge between that gap, which at this time, it absolutely seems like that is what's gonna happen. You're gonna have a lot of dudes buying the Kendrick Lamar sunglasses. We strongly believe in eyewear and its potential. More than a simple fashion accessory, eyewear is a part of the Chanel allure and is regularly seen on the runway. Its versatile style, playing with the house codes, brings a finishing touch to the silhouette. Through the Chanel and Moi program, we've developed various services for this category in order to offer a perfect fit and the best experience to our clients. The multi-Grammy award-winning artist made waves this past year with his hard-hitting track, Not Like Us. The Compton rapper has won 22 Grammys and a Pulitzer Prize in 2017 for his album Damn. His creative success was largely in due to his breakout album Good Kid, Mad City, which he released in 2012. At age 37, he also has a creative studio called PG Lang, which he's the co-founder with Dave Free and has won 6 Cannes Lions Awards. So I think it does two things, right? Chanel doesn't have any men's. So this is doing two things in my opinion, right? Chanel doesn't have a men's line. So men aren't able to actually wear Chanel, I guess, unless it's glasses. But even then, I guess, I'm not sure if they do men's eyewear either. So it's doing two things. The first thing is it's bringing men over to Chanel, and then it's also bridging the gap between Kendrick Lamar fans or Kendrick Lamar and Chanel itself, which is a completely untapped market. I'm not saying that there's not any crossover there, but there's definitely probably more people that are going to be more interested in it because Kendrick is involved. So, hey, let me know in the comments, are you going to be copping some of that Kendrick Lamar Chanel eyewear line? I definitely got to see the price tags on some of this. If it's feasible, we definitely might have to go ahead and cop a pair. But let me know in the comments. Do me a favor, man. If you haven't done it already, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. I appreciate that love. We're on the way to 30K. And hit the like button on this video so it gets recommended to others. And find me at the HHSB Crew on everything. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.